Hey everyone, it's your host Cyber, and welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm making a video talking about the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox One Series X. And I really need to make this video because after I saw a YouTuber called Prestigious Keys' recent newest video talking about sizes for for Black Ops Cold War on the PlayStation 5 and PS4, I wanted to express my opinion. So I want to thank Prestigious Key for putting out this information on his YouTube channel. I will leave his link in the description so you guys can definitely check him out. He's actually a really good YouTuber. He's very honest for his opinions, and he's very known for being having no bullshit towards the game. So if you literally if you literally want the honest opinions of a YouTube creator and no bullshit, then he is the guy for you. So I'll leave a link in the description. So in Prestige Key's video, he discussed about the next generation of consoles storage sizes, such as how much the PS5 and the Xbox Series X is going to have, and how big the game for Cold War is going to be. Now, if you ever heard of this news at all or haven't seen his video at all, in this video he stated that the game for Cold War is going to be 285 gigabytes. Take that to an account that this game, the Cold War, is a big game. It has a really graphical intense game. It's been improved. It has more texture, so it's going to require more storage space, and I can completely understand that. However, there are some gripes that you need to understand when it comes to getting a PS5. Well, he stated in his video that 205 is a lot, and when you get your launch PS5s or the Xbox Series X, you're only going to get a limited amount of space. And in total for the PS5, which I know so far, is 865 gigabytes. That's less than a terabyte. And I understand that Sony's doing this so they can save up on costs, but still, that's little storage space. And you only have the option to, for the Xbox Series X, to get only up to 1 terabyte of storage space, which can be very, very stressful, because if you're planning to get games that require a lot of storage space, which that is going to be a very common problem with the next generation of consoles, you're going to struggle a lot with storage space, and you're going to have to decide what games you want to play. And that's what comes to the bottom line: deciding what games do you want to play, and having to sacrifice deleting a game to be having to re-download. And especially if you have very slow internet, this is also going to affect you too. It can be very, very stressful. I can tell you all that getting a PS5 may be a good option for you if you're not willing to spend the money on a PC, or spend money spend money to get a better equipment for your PC if you already have one. And I understand that some of you don't want to spend the extra money to get one, and you want something cheap. So consoles are your best choice of gaming, and I understand that. I completely agree. Console gaming is something that you would choose over, but I would say avoid the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox 360. And the reason I'm saying this is not because I hate the consoles. I would really enjoy one if I had one, but I really would want to buy one. I don't have any motivation to get one. Not at all. I used to have the motivation to get a PS4 because PS4 still has the same fundamentals as PS3, just better hardware. But with the PS5 and the Xbox Series X solely focusing on proprietary storage options, and I know that it can have both consoles are different, so they handle it both differently, is a big no-go. And I'm gonna explain to you guys why. You guys remember the PS Vita, right? Where everybody loved it, thought it was a good idea, but then they realized that Sony was actually releasing their proprietary storage options, where you had to buy these two fucking expensive SD memory cards, and they expected people, oh, there's no way, there's no worries, people are gonna buy them, it's okay, and then it ends up Sony ditching the console, leaving leaving gamers who really enjoy the PS Vita out in the wind. That's pretty much it. So the PS Vita basically had a proprietary storage option, which you couldn't use your own storage options, just like you did with the original PSP. And a lot of people were pretty upset because they were using their proprietary storage option. This is what led to the PS Vita's failure and leaving them to ditch the console once and for all. I don't blame them for ditching the console because their decision making was what doomed the console in the first place. But still, that they still don't learn the lesson, and I don't think that Xbox will also have to learn the lesson as well. Because if you're going to be planning a console, people don't want to buy proprietary storage options just to upgrade their storage space. What we want is to be able to upgrade that storage space ourselves because we know what we buy. We know that if something happens, we can just replace the hard drive and get on with our day. We don't have to worry, oh, it's okay, everything will be fine. No, that doesn't work that way. And the problem here is with PS5 is that and Xbox Series X is that they're solely focusing on proprietary storage options and they're not focusing on what consumers really want. I don't know if companies will ever ask their consumers what do they want in their next generation consoles, what kind of storage options do they want, proprietary storage, or do they want something like that, etc. Like those kind of things. Let the company decide because the customer is always right. You know what I'm saying? So here is my advice. If you're planning to get a PS5 and you have the money to get a PS5 at all, I don't blame you if you get a PS5. I'm not going to judge you for it. What I'm trying to tell you is that it's the better, safer option to purchase a PC than it is for buying a console, because you'll be spending more money on the console than you originally were gonna purchase it for. So I would suggest just buying a PC. Not only that you'll be saving money, yeah, it may in reality you'll be spending a little bit more for the hardware, but in the end, it will be worth your money. Save your money. If you have $700 right now for PS5, save your money. There are more better things you can do with that money than spending on a console. That you're going to be spending more money not only to play online, but to buy games for. That's just $70. Like, who wants to pay for games for $70? Nobody. We're not even a generation where we want to spend $70. I don't even want to spend $70 in a game. I'm fine if I'm spending $60 on a game, but $70, that's like paying for like a fucking phone bill. Exactly. And I'm going to pay like $142 in phone bill, so yeah, it hurts. So I would suggest you guys is to hold on for getting the PS5 and Xbox Series X and just either save or purchase a low budget PC. I've seen Review Tech USA build a $400 to $500 PC, gaming PC, and they can play like Doom Eternal on it at really good frame rates. And that tells you a lot. Really, it does. So, you can put a lot of pictures out there. I might die. You can put a lot of pictures out there. Oh, I'm gonna get a PS5. PS5 is much more better. But in reality, PC is much better. When I've switched from PS4 to PC, and I played the games in 60 frames per second, I really noticed a difference. Consoles are never going to get 60 frames per second, no matter what hardware they put, because when it's custom, it's not from the official manufacturer. It is coming from the official manufacturer, but is in a custom way. It's a custom order. That means it's not from, you're buying a 380 and you're putting it into a console. No, they're putting a different kind of architecture into the console, which is not, yeah, of course it's going to be overpowered, but we already know the PS5 and the Xbox Series X is weak. They're not powerful as PC, and they're never will. Unless they put like an AMD Ryzen 7 in there and they put like a fucking RTX 3080 or 3090 in there, they're not going to get the same performance. And trust me, 4K 60 FPS sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me because They said the same thing about the PS4 Pro and the PS4, when et cetera, and look at us now, still 30 frames per second. So do what you will. I'm just bringing my opinions out. I know that some people are going to be upset that I'm literally, you know, I'm hitting on the console. I'm not really hitting on the console. I'm just telling you my opinions on what I think you should do. If you really want a PS5, then go ahead. I'm not going to blame you. But I'm telling you, I want to tell you that it's the better option to spend the money on a PC than spend it on, you know, than spending it on a console, because you're going to be spending money not only on the consoles, but you're going to spend money on the games. You're going to spend money. You're going to spend more money on additional storage when you realize you need more storage. And like, what are you going to do? Install Cold War and then try to install another game, and then you realize you don't have enough space. So now you have to deal, in order to play the game that you purchased, spent $70 on. You have to like now spend more money on. It doesn't seem. It doesn't seem, how you say, it doesn't go up to my values of that system. And I don't really want to spend $70 on the game and then having to spend another $800 on the console and then spend another like $500 or more on additional storage space. That is a big no-no. But either way, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I know this video was kind of too long. I'm just expressing my opinions. I know that some of my opinions are like, everywhere, but that's how I feel, and that's why I feel I'm not going to get the PS5. If I get the PS5, I'm willing to everything drops down, and hopefully, it gets better, because right now I just don't feel like I want to spend more money on a console and having to spend more money on other shit, which when I can just play a PC that gives me more additional. I could buy more storage, and it's not proprietary if I want to, and also pay for cheaper. So yeah, it's just more better, if that makes sense. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.